Ashley here, also known as the HLE fan. Today I'm here with a new video. Now, before I get into the video, I want to tell you guys that the OC versus the Gossip Girl videos are coming. I just thought I wanted to introduce something new to my channel. I'm thinking about doing these new series of what went wrong for TV shows dash characters, and another one is called What Went Wrong in WWE. So I thought it'd be pretty fun to do that. Just talk about the things that WWE did wrong in like any way, whether it was the title reign or storyline or character or even like a pay-per-view that went terribly wrong. I'm here to talk about all of that and just express my personal opinion. So I thought I'd start my first What Went Wrong series with something a little bit more quiet down. Then as more we develop here, the more I get into the good stuff. So the first thing I decided to talk about is what went wrong with the Bella Twin feud. For those who don't know, Bella Twins are Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. I think for anyone who has been on my channel know that I'm not the biggest Nikki Bella or Brie Bella fan. Um, I'm not really a big fan of them. I don't have nothing against them personally. Honestly, personally, Nicole and Brianna, I honestly think they're very powerful women, and especially Nikki Bella, her being a rape survivor, that's really powerful and very, very. You guys did not know if you guys didn't read the book. It's very powerful. They're very independent women. I can't wait for her Autumn to get married, and I'm just hoping Dave and Brian and Bella are just more happy than ever with their family and everything. I had nothing against them personally. I'm talking about their WWE characters. I've never really been really a big fan of the Bella Twins. I never really cared for them when they first came here, and when they were getting their mega pushes because of Total Divas, I really didn't care, to tell you the truth. But I was never really a big fan of them. They did get good in the ring, but I never really cared to like really be a fan. Like if there was a Bella Twin contract signing, autograph signing, I wouldn't go because I'm not a fan of them. I really don't care about what they're doing storyline wise. They don't really keep me attached that directly on screen. Now I should ask myself, then why did you pay attention so much to the Bella Twin feud? Well, the Bella Twin feud was here at a time where like women were actually getting time to be on TV, and at that time, Lee and Paige had their thing going on, so they thought, why not have the Bella Twins do something, which I thought was pretty cool. So, which I thought was pretty cool. So I just want to just talk about what I think personally went wrong. SummerSlam is where it all began. Now, I think Nikki Bella turning heel at SummerSlam was really good. It was very shocking. I think with what they did after it is where it all went to shit. To tell you the truth, the night after SummerSlam, she came out there and she cut her heel promo talking about reasons why she did it, and I honestly feel like the promo was just really, really underwhelming. Now, another thing too I would say about the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie, is that they've never been the best actors. I feel like their acting is really, and like I'm not here to upset anyone who are fans of them, but I will tell you that compared to the acting that we have now, they're not the worst, but they're clearly not the best. I'm not gonna call it mediocre, but I will say it's bad. Like, it's not convincing at all. Like, their facial expressions are just really bad. Like, Nikki's facial expressions in this promo was just really bad. It was very laughable. Like, it was really hard to take her promo seriously and see her as this heel. And her heel turn too, like, it just felt really try hard. Like, she was trying really hard to be a bad guy. And I really wasn't buying it, to tell you the truth. I really wasn't buying her into being a heel. Her just talking about the reasons why she did it was just really, really underwhelming to me. I was really hoping for something really more wrestling and less more soap opera, but unfortunately what we got was more soap opera than wrestling. And that was the issue with all their segments. And now if you go on their segments on YouTube, you see their segments got really like a lot over like 10,000 views or 2 million viewers watching it. And personally, the reason why I think is because it's not because the feud was good. It was because it was very laughable. It wasn't good. If you go and look it up online, there are many people who think that it was terrible. Um, I don't think the only segment between them for the feud that I think I actually enjoyed, not because it was a good segment, was because it was just so entertaining that I just every time I watch this segment, I can't help but think like, what the hell? Is the Jerry Springer segment, which I thought was extremely funny. All their segments were just really terrible. Like, I think what they went wrong was really making it a soap opera storyline and not really giving it that wrestling storyline that I really feel like could have really helped them become more serious characters. Because, like I said, the facial expressions, the promo cutting, the acting was just really bad and not convincing to me. I'm sorry, just my opinion. It wasn't convincing. The match at Hell in a Cell was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really good match. It kind of makes you forget about the bad build up to the feud. What I think was dumb, in my opinion, is having Nikki Bella go over. I think it would have made sense for Brie to go over on the feud. I think Brie could have had used that win, but I understand what WWE was trying to do. Nikki just turned heel at SummerSlam. She was doing all these things. So why not have her win against her sister and have Brie become her personal assistant? Which I think, honestly, in that direction, it went wrong too. Because after Brie became her assistant, they just have Brie turn heel out of nowhere, which I think was really, really dumb. But this isn't about Nikki Bella's title reign, because if I get into more of that, I'm talking more about her title reign, and this is about the feud. So personally, what I think I would have had done differently for this feud is honestly make it more into a wrestling storyline. Get rid of all this soap opera bullshit about her being in high school, about the car, about the SAT test, about mom, dad, brother. Get rid of all that. John Cena, Daniel Bryan, get rid of all of it. I think what should have happened is that Nikki Bella should have joined the Authority. What should have happened is that she should have joined the Authority, and the Authority should have helped her become Divas Champion. Now think about it. If she would have had won at Night of Champions instead of AJ Lee in 2014, that could have been the interference of the Authority. I think that would have been better because Stephanie McMahon handpicked Nikki. So why the hell wasn't she not a part of the Authority? I think it just would have made sense for her to be part of the Authority. I think that they were going in that direction and they decided not to. I think what I would have also changed is that it should have been more Nikki Bella promo should have been a little bit more wrestling style, talking about how when they first came here, they both wanted the same things, but now since they both have involved and found their own footing, Nikki has always been the best. Like things like that. She could have said, "I've always been the best, but I've constantly been overlooked." And you got more title shots than I did, even though I was the better twin. I've always paid my dues. I've always proved that I was better, and you constantly got more shots over me. And we could have and they could have had a good match on this, in the field, could have built onto that, on them trying to prove which one is truly the best by promo cutting, character work, facial expressions, playing into their character in the ring, and just proving that they are which one of them is clearly the best. I think that in if it was like that in the feud, it could have had gone a different direction, in my opinion. So that's what I think is what could have helped the feud. And I explained what went wrong with the feud. Like I said, the feud went completely wrong the night after SummerSlam with her cutting her soap opera fucking promo about her wanting a sister and Brie hogging the spotlight. I think it just WWE, the writers really went a terrible direction on what the feud was supposed to be, and I think that's just how I would have changed it. That's just what's in my opinion. I have nothing against the Bella twins. I have nothing against Nick, Nicole, and Brianna. I'm not really a big fan of Nikki and Brie Bella, so I hope people can understand that. This is my first one. Thanks guys for listening. I think my next one is going to be about the Paige and AJ Lee feud, or if not, what went wrong with the women's division.